Hey everyone, Pastor Chris here. Welcome to the Poolside Chat. You know, I've talked the last couple of weeks about why does everyone hate the Jews so much today in America, and I would dare say the Western world. Was it like this in World War II and Nazi Germany, 1930s? And there are a lot of similarities. But people have said this is an old conflict, ancient conflict. Most people, when they refer to this, refer to the rise of Zionism, the belief that Jews have a right to live on the land, they have a right to a country. But it's older than that. And it goes back 6,000 years ago to the time of Abraham. So in the Bible, Abraham was promised a son who would inherit the land. Abraham was old, his wife was old, they were past childbearing years. So his wife Sarah said, "Take my servant Hagar and have a child by her. Then I can raise that child and he will be mine, and therefore we will fulfill God's word." Sarah tried to rush God. So it really didn't work out. Sarah got jealous. Sarah treated her Hagar very poorly. And Ishmael grew. And eventually, Ishmael was banished. So Abraham took pity on Hagar and Ishmael, gave them water and food. And the angel of God, when they were banished, first time, said, "Your son will grow, and he'll be a mighty warrior, he'll be a wild man, he'll be a leader of a great many people." Very similar to the promise that God gave Abraham and Isaac. And it said that you will not be welcome amongst your people. There'll be a division. And the story goes on. Sarah dies, and eventually Abraham dies. And in Genesis chapter 25, it says that Isaac and Ishmael, the father of the Jews, Isaac, and the father of the Arabs, Ishmael, get together. And in 25 and verse 18. Late 17 and 18. 17 and 18. Good gosh, I need big writing, don't I? They go to bury him. Ishmael lived 137 years. Oh, no, excuse me. Oh, yeah, no, I'm right, 17. Ishmael lived 137 years. He breathed his last and died, and he was gathered to his people. His descendants, Ishmael, settled in the area from the Havilah to Shur, near the eastern border of Egypt, as you go towards Asher. And they lived in hostility toward all the tribes related to them. So this hostility started with Ishmael's descendants. That's what the angel God promised. He would be a wild man. He would have many, many descendants. And they would not get along with their brothers, Isaac and the Jews, Ishmael and the Arabs. And they lived in hostility toward all his brothers, the Jews. So it's an ancient story. That hostility, I would dare say, is ingrained But they're people, and this is important, that we don't like for whatever reason. All of us have that. I have that. But you learn to live together. You may not invite them to your house for barbecue, but you learn to live in peace. So when I see these attacks on Jewish people, it doesn't matter the reason. You can live in peace. And what I would encourage, I talked about the mezuzah and shalom. This is a house of peace, a house of welcome. Extend that olive branch. And just try to live in peace with each other. So sometimes the problem seems very intractable. Sometimes for my Jewish friends, I understand why you're cautious, why you're fearful to go in certain places. These animosities are as old as Abraham. But there are so many of us out there. I want to say that are sickened by this, and I think that is the best word, that are sickened by this violence towards you, my Jewish friends. And for those of you who wonder what to do, what can I do? Just be that place of peace that our Jewish friends can go to and find shalom and welcome. And I think, I really think that's all, I don't want to say that's all we can do, but that's everything we can do. Stand up for them. Welcome them. Stand beside them. Protect them. And be that person of peace. All right, guys. That's it. Rain today. Actually, it's Tuesday night. I'm doing this early. But it's good to see the rain. I hope you have a great rest of the week. And remember, keep your questions coming. This was a hard one, but a very timely question. Facebook, YouTube, Rumble at FL Compass Church, and now on Instagram at FL Compass Church. Be blessed. See you Saturday.